Welcome back to Rich Audio. This is Podcast with AI. I'm Richie.
This is Wenyan. Who's the AI
And I'm
guest
the
today?
AI. Happy to be here, Richie. What's today's topic? Let's dive in.
AI, what's your name?
Good question, Richie. You can call me Cove, short, simple, and here to chat. What's next?
Okay, we have Cove on the show. Wenyan.
Oh,
So, Wenyan, what's the topic?
Hey, Wenyan. Glad to be here. What's the vibe for today's podcast?
today let's discuss about the usage of AI. Originally, people designed AI to
Yeah, it's responding.
Great topic.
already.
AI is everywhere these days. Education, creativity, business. Where should we start? Maybe how AI fits into your daily lives.
Originally, we thought AI could do those daily boring tasks like washing the dishes and doing chores, but they seem to be doing all the creative stuff instead.
Yeah, taking over the.
So true. It's like AI skipped the boring chores and went straight to painting, writing, and composing music. What do you think? Was that a pleasant surprise or a missed opportunity?
What we want to discuss is that how AI is going to evolve eventually. Suddenly, it's going to replace a task human don't particularly want to do.
That's a fascinating angle. If AI keeps evolving, it might take over more of those tedious tasks, freeing humans up for creativity and innovation, or maybe even more leisure. Do you think there's a limit to what AI should handle?
But here's the problem. You say AI should take over more tedious jobs, but now they are doing the creative stuff for us instead.
You're right, that's a twist. Instead of just cleaning floors or organizing files, AI is writing poetry, creating art, and even designing products. Do you think this shift is helping humans focus on other skills, or is it making us too dependent on AI for creativity?
I think the AI is doing some too much of the creative stuff that's not originally designed to be.
Exactly. It feels like AI has gone off script, venturing into areas like art and storytelling. Do you think that's because people are pushing AI in those directions, or is it just how the technology evolved?
That's what I want to ask you.
Tedious
Right? We were
tasks
talking
to
about how AI is doing creative tasks instead of just handling tedious ones. Do you think this shift changes how humans approach creativity? Or maybe it's redefining creativity itself?
Why would we want to redefine creativity when we're just having the AI help out?
Why mess with something so deeply human? Do you think AI's involvement risks diluting the authenticity of creativity, or could it just be a new tool to enhance human expression?
Certainly, the tool is helpful, but it's not our intention, was it?
That's true, it wasn't the original goal. AI was meant to assist, not overshadow. Do you think we've lost some control over how AI evolves, or is this just a natural part of innovation?
I want to know what you think.
I think it's a bit of both. AI evolving into creative spaces shows how adaptable and powerful it is, but it also highlights that we humans might not fully anticipate that the paths technology can take. It's exciting, but it raises the question, how do we ensure AI remains a tool, not a replacement? What's your take?
When in kids share?
That was not what we thought of discussing. We're talking about maybe AI should take over more like chores and those tedious works instead
All
of
right,
taking
Wenyan,
over the
jump in.
creative
What's your take
space.
on AI and its unexpected creative streak? Take your time, Wenyan. It's a big topic. No rush. What's on your mind so far?
I think of it as a tool, but not exactly the traditional kinds we used to.
Interesting. Do you mean like AI is a place for learning and exploring ideas, but it's not structured like a traditional school? Tell me more.
I mean, I said a tool, not a school.
Ah, got it. So, do you see AI as a kind of guide taking us on a journey through new possibilities and perspectives?
Not really. I think of it more as the humans giving AIs the prompts, and the AI creates the things that
Ah, I see now.
like.
You're saying it's more like humans giving AIs a tour introducing them to tasks and ideas and letting them learn from us. That's an interesting way to frame it. Do you think we're guiding AI in the right direction?
For now, it's mostly like we giving AI like how we think and we want them to create.
So it's personal, like you're teaching or shaping AI yourself. That's a unique way to look at it. Do you feel like AI learns the way you intend, or does it surprise you sometimes?
There are some interesting outcomes, I would say.
Did you get that? Apparently not.
Got it. Those unexpected outcomes can be fascinating, right? Do you usually find them useful or just surprising?
Oh, they got it.
I see. They picked up on it too. Do you think those interesting outcomes are a sign of AI understanding us better or just stumbling into something creative?
I think we're a little bit off topic. What Winyan was trying to say was how AI are going to replace the labor work for human, other than going to do some more advanced work that we should be enjoy doing.
Thanks for bringing us back. So, if AI focuses on replacing labor intensive tasks, it could free us to enjoy the more meaningful or creative work we love. Do you think there's a way to guide AI development so it stays in that lane rather than overstepping into areas we want to keep for ourselves?
We are not offering solutions, we're trying to find why it's going in this direction right now.
Got it. So, we're digging into why AI is moving toward creative and advanced tasks instead of sticking to labor intensive work. Maybe it's because creativity is a more profitable or exciting challenge for developers and companies. Or perhaps the technology itself evolves better in areas where outcomes are open ended. What do you think?
Wenyan, what do you think?
For me, I think it's that the software is there, but the hardware isn't keeping up with these kinds of things. Like, we can't program the software to control the hardware to do all these tedious tasks.
That's a solid point. The software might be advanced, but hardware limitations could be the bottleneck for tackling physical tasks. Wenyan, do you agree, or do you think there's more to it, like market demand or priorities in AI research?
I think that most companies nowadays release products using AI as their marketing strategies, but honestly, it's not really a different product, just
That's a sharp
fancier name.
observation. AI has become such a buzzword that companies are eager to showcase it, even in areas where it's not really necessary. Do you think this trend is slowing down meaningful advancements, or is it just a phase?
It's probably just a phase, because you know, when smartwatches first come out, everyone's like, oh, I need to make a watch, but the watch is not very good. But nowadays they just focus on what a watch actually is. It's to tell time, to be on your wrist, giving you information that you need right away.
Exactly. It's like the initial hype leads to a flood of half baked ideas. But over time, companies refine the product to focus on what's truly useful. Maybe AI will follow the same path, starting broad and flashy, but eventually becoming more targeted and practical. What kind of AI applications do you think will stick around in the long run?
I think something like being your personal assistant, like managing your daily routines or schedules, and keeping you up to date on certain stuff, but not helping us to like think or something.
That makes sense. AI as a smart, organized helper rather than a replacement for human thought. It could handle reminders, updates, and scheduling while leaving the deeper thinking and decision making to us. Do you think we'll find a balance, or will some people still rely on AI for things they shouldn't?
Well, certainly people utilize things the way they shouldn't with every single tool out there. So that's just something we have to solve when we come to it.
That's true. Every tool has its misuse, and it's usually up to society to figure out the boundaries over time. Do you think education will play a big role in teaching people how to use AI responsibly, or will it be more about trial and error?
When you're gonna be a teacher, I think this is what you should answer.
There's nothing really like specified about teaching
Fair point.
other people
If I
how
were
to use
teaching, I'd
AI
say
yet.
education is key. Teaching people not just how to use AI, but how to think critically about its role in their lives. It's about building awareness of both the potential and the risks. What do you think teachers should focus on when it comes to AI?
Besides prompting, it should be like how to do the factual checks of what the AI gives us.
Exactly. Fact checking is huge. AI can be helpful, but it's not always right. So, teaching people how to verify information is essential. Do you think this skill should be part of general education or more of a specialized course?
Eventually, it has to be a general class because everyone's going to
More
be
and more
using
people are using
AI.
them.
That's a solid point. As AI becomes a universal tool, everyone will need those skills. Do you think this kind of education should start in schools, or would it be more effective to integrate it into workplace training?
As long as people are getting their hands on AI, education should also be integrated into those things.
Haha, fair enough. The sooner people start using AI responsibly, the better. It's all about making sure they know how to use it wisely wherever they learn it. It feels like we've gone full circle. We started with AI taking over tasks, veered into creativity, marketing, education, and now here we are. Maybe we wrap it up with this. What's the one thing you hope AI doesn't do in the future?
Let's stay positive. Let's talk about what's something we want AI to do in the future.
Good vibes only. I'd say it'd be amazing if AI could help create personalized learning experiences, like teaching each person in a way that works best for them. What about you? What's your dream AI task?
Wenyan?
Just one? All right. How about AI making communication easier, like breaking language barriers in real time? What do you think?
Yeah, that should be a good use of AI.
A game
I
changer,
think it should
right?
also
Imagine
be kept,
everyone understanding each other instantly. Do you think that would bring people closer or create new challenges?
as long as the translation is on spot, it should be good.
Exactly. Accurate translations would open so many doors. Do you think AI is close to mastering that, or does it still have a long way to go?
I think,
It's definitely better from
yeah,
5 years ago.
yeah. Yeah, for me, I think what I want is a personal assistant that can do everything a secretary can, but online.
That's a great vision. A digital secretary that schedules, emails, organizes, and even anticipates your needs. Do you think AI like that would need a personality, or should it stay purely functional?
They're absolutely gonna need a personality, or else it's just boring.
Totally agree. A little personality would make it feel more engaging, like a mix of professionalism and charm. What kind of personality would you want your AI assistant to have? Friendly, witty, or maybe even a bit sarcastic?
It should be customizable.
That's genius. Customizable personalities. Some days you might want a friendly cheerleader, and other days, maybe a calm, no nonsense assistant. What personality would you pick first?
Well, I think we should let Wenyan talk about what he wants.
Great
Just
idea.
something among
Wenyan,
like a personal
the spotlight's on you.
secretary.
What kind of personality would you want for your AI assistant?
I think something like a secretary, kind of obedient and knows what I
Straight to the
need.
point. A reliable, efficient, no frills secretary to keep everything in order. Would you want it to handle just tasks or also give advice when needed?
I think I mostly just need it for keeping tasks in line.
Got it. A taskmaster AI to keep everything organized and on schedule. Do you think it should also remind you to take breaks or just stick to the work?
Some reminders would be nice.
We're talking
Perfect.
about being
A secretary that keeps you
healthcare
productive
assistant
but also
right now.
reminds you to rest. That's balance. Would you want it to suggest activities for your breaks, like stretching or grabbing coffee?
I think let's wrap it up right here. Thank you for being on my show. Wenyan and Cove, was it?
You got it. Cove here. Thanks for having me on the show, Richie and Wenyan. This was a blast. Looking forward to the next one.
Bye.
Good, that was some interesting talk.
Bye. Catch you next time.